Yeah, I got another little knife here. This is a traditional slip joint folder from Otter in Germany. And this is their, what they call the bee knife. And you can see the little bee emblem in there. And you say that's a good luck symbol. So I've been carrying this knife because, everybody could use a little extra good luck. And actually it's funny because I've had pretty good luck considering, everything. I don't know, maybe there's something to, the bee knife, the beekeeper's knife, or whatever you want to call it. This particular one is in stainless steel. I think it's a 40, it's a German Krupp steel or whatever, 4110. Basically the equivalent of 420 HC. And of course it doesn't hold a great edge compared to the modern super steels and stuff like that. It sharpens up obviously pretty easily. I haven't actually put it to a stone. I've only touched it up on a ceramic rod. It does seem fairly hard. Doesn't respond to the ceramic rod as quickly as I would have expected, being that it's not like a high wear resistant steel. But it's been good. Like it's not too bad. Like it has fantastic geometry in terms of slicing and stuff like that. And it's not delicate. Like it's a fairly thick spine. I'd say it's about, well, here it's thinner, but here it's probably about 125 thou, something like that. Super light, in the pocket and stuff like that. This, I can't remember what wood it came with. I think it might be an olive wood. I got this one from Bushcraft Canada. So Workwear World, I think they call it. They bring them in here for the Canadian market. I know Warriors and Wonders carries them, but I think I don't quote me on this, but I think they actually get them from Bushcraft Canada and then resell them. I'm not sure, but both places will have them. Definitely a high quality folder. The centering on it is good. When I first got it, it was quite stiff to open and close, which is normal. And it's worked in nicely now, and everything is as it should be. No gaps, no rough spots or anything like that. Fit and finish on it, it's quite good. I have no complaints whatsoever. It's a handy little knife. I haven't carried a slip joint for a very long time. Honestly, probably since I was, let me think here, 14-ish. So it's not a knife that I would have normally carried, just because I need a more robust knife typically. So lockbacks and stuff like that, putting them to hard use. But just for normal stuff, like you can't beat a little knife like this. And there's something, to using a traditional style folder, going back to the basics, so to speak. I mean, I normally carry my PM2 for the last, oh gosh, now, I don't know, I have to actually go back and look at when I posted the first video on this knife. It just will not really dull. Like it's not shaving sharp anymore, but like it's still a cutter, and I can't get over this CPM 15V. So like compared to a steel like that, like this feels like a butter knife, like in terms of its performance. Like there's just really no comparison. But that comes at a big cost, both monetarily and then also in terms of sharpening, right? I haven't actually sharpened this, so I don't know. It might not be too bad with diamond stones. I'm gonna sharpen it up and see how it goes, but yeah, these little folders are simple, easy to maintain. Pretty much anybody can sharpen a knife like that with that steel, and it gives you reasonably good performance. And it's also fairly tough. Like, I haven't abused it obviously, but I know that a 420 HC steel is not it's no slouch when it comes to holding up to a little bit of abuse, right? I mean, you can snap the tip off like anything, right? But in terms of damaging that edge, cutting stuff that maybe you shouldn't, like maybe you're cutting into wires or whatever, like use a knife to strip insulation off a wire, you're not going to have to worry about chipping that blade, you know, if you cut zap straps and stuff like that, you know, which can be really hard on the edge of a thin blade, especially, you know, something that's really got high hardness. ZDP or ZDP 189, that's one that, you know, I've heard a lot of guys that have chipped out just cutting zap straps or cutting through cardboard and hitting a staple and stuff like that. You're not going to probably have any issues whatsoever with something like this, but you're not going to cut through feet of cardboard with this thing before it's dull. You probably make a couple passes and you're going to be like, oh man, I got to get this thing sharpened up again. Whereas, you know, that CPM 15V or the ZDP 189, like you're going to cut feet after feet after feet after feet of boxes, and you'll be like, holy crap, this thing's still basically slicing paper, right? So the performance of a steel like this compared to a top tier CPM steel, like they're in a whole different league, but you know, it's a trade-off. So I actually really like this knife. I'd like to get one of their knives in their carbon steel, which would be like a C75, so 75% carbon. Definitely be tougher, probably, well, easier to sharpen as well, you know, at the cost of corrosion resistance. But yeah, it's something that to me is appealing, having a traditional folder with a carbon steel blade that develops its own natural patina over time. I think, you know, that adds a lot of character. But yeah, no, great little knife. I really enjoy it. Funny story. So going back to, you know, the bee being a symbol of good luck, right? I ended up going over on like a ferry ride, long trip, had to go see the surgeon about my foot. And I was not having a good day with my foot being down, swelling and stuff like that. So I'm sitting on the chairs on the ferry, which is, you know, like an hour and a half ride sort of thing. And I had my foot up on the backrest of the other chair. And when I got home, I was pretty rough, right? Kind of done in, like I was out of it. Like I was not having a good day. And oh my goodness, the next morning I couldn't find my knife. Looked everywhere. So couldn't find it, and I figured I had to have lost it on that ferry ride. It fell out of my pocket when my leg was up, right? There's not much, you know, to keep this thing from sliding in or out of your pocket. So I phoned the ferries, emailed them, sent them pictures of it, and I'm like, oh, there goes my knife. They couldn't find it. Wasn't in the lost and found. 2 weeks later, found it in the couch. I sat down and put my foot up in the couch here, and it must have slipped out of my pockets, and yep, 2 weeks later found it. So it made its way back to me. But I figured, well, you know, somebody else obviously needed the luck more than I did. But funny enough, it came back. So I still have it, and I'm super careful now about, you know, how it's sitting in my pocket, you know, what I'm doing with it, because I know that it's going to potentially fall out a lot easier than a knife with a pocket clip. So that's one other consideration. I think if, you know, this is a knife that you're looking at buying and planning on carrying all the time, I would probably myself get a little pocket slip that, you know, you can either attach to your pocket with a pocket clip. There's pocket slips that have pocket clips, or, you know, a pocket slip that had like a little lanyard on it, you know, with a little ball or something to give it some traction in your pocket, so that if it were to fall out, like, you're going to notice it. Because this knife will go missing a lot easier than any knife with a pocket clip or anything that's big and chunky. So that's something to consider with a knife like this for sure. But yeah, no, I think these are great knives. You know, the other thing too for kids or, you know, people that are getting into knives, you know, it's a good starter knife, right? Learning how to open and close a folder properly. You know, I'm doing it, you know, a little haphazardly, meaning that I'm on camera and I'm looking through the screen here to make sure it's in view. But, you know, as a kid, a knife like this, I know, like when I was a kid anyways, it's like if you can open and close the knife safely, then you're old enough to, you know, have a knife of your own, right? So that's one thing to consider. Pretty stiff lock back, but once it's worked in, it's not bad at all. Definitely, you know, probably 50-60% stiffer than a Swiss Army knife, but maybe not that much. But yeah, good knife for kids as well. Learn safe knife handling practices and whatnot. But yeah, anyways, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, appreciate you know, any new subscriptions to my channel, and let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching.